President Obama's Christianity, the National Prayer Breakfast, Part 7. Last time we were looking carefully at President Obama's speech, which expressed the following, quote, "I believe in God's command to love thy neighbor as thyself. I know the version of that golden rule is found in every major religion and every set of beliefs, from Hinduism to Islam to Judaism to the writings of Plato," unquote. First, the principle of love thy neighbor as thyself is not about a socialistic welfare program that steals from those who work for their wages in order to give it unto the poor, especially to those who refuse to work and only want entitlements from the government, believing that someone owes them a living. Second, this is the summation of the second table of the Decalogue, that is, the fifth through the 10 Commandments of God. From the 5th to the 10th commandment, as it is found in Exodus. Mr. President, this phrase is about how we are to keep the law of God, God's law of moral values toward other individuals. Another way of stating this is that individuals are to demonstrate their love towards others in keeping the law of God, the 10 Commandments, toward other people. That is, by not violating any of those commandments against them. The Apostle Paul wrote in Romans 13, 8 through 10, quote, "Owe no one anything except to love one another. For he who loves another has fulfilled the law. For the commandments, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not murder, you shall not steal, you shall not bear false witness, you shall not covet. And if there is any other commandment, all are summed up in this saying, namely, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Love does no harm to a neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfillment of the law." Unquote. Mr. President, this is where you betray your understanding of Christianity. But you do prove that you are consistent with the liberation theology. But liberation theology is absolutely opposed to historic Orthodox and or Protestant evangelical Christian theology and practice. This is about individuals keeping the law of God. But what about the other commandments, Mr. President? What about the commandments that protect innocent life? Well, how about the life of the unborn child? Do you not also want to keep that commandment? That is summed up in these 6 commandments. This verse in no way expresses the President's political agenda in the socialization of America by Marxist ideology as expressed in his administrative actions. I leave you with this thought. Jesus said in Matthew 7, 13 through 23, and I quote, "Enter by the narrow gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leads to destruction, and there are many who go in by it. Because narrow is the gate, and difficult is the way which leads to life, and there are few who find it. Beware of false prophets, who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravenous wolves. You will know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? Even so, every good tree bears good fruit, but a bad tree bears bad fruit. A good tree cannot bear bad fruit, nor can a bad tree bear good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. Therefore, by their fruits you will know them. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of my Father in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, the day of judgment, the final day, when God judges the hearts of all men, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in your name? cast out demons in your name, and done many wonders in your name. Many wonders in your name. They're committed. They're dedicated to their religion. But listen to the answer of our Lord Jesus Christ. And then I will declare to them, I never knew you. Oh, he doesn't mean he doesn't know they existed. The word knew here from the Greek expresses the idea of, I have never been intimate with you. I have never loved you. Depart from me, you who practice lawlessness. I do not have one doubt that the president is not sincere. He is sincere in his version of Christianity. He has proven that over the last 3 years. He's proven that he is committed to bringing his faith and values to bear upon this nation. Our president is sincere about his faith and about his values, but they are not the values of historic Christianity.